I'm now going to select the Set button and click on OK. Now I'm in Embroidery Edit, and now I'm just going to hit the Embroidery button. On the Solaris, I can turn on a projector, so check this out. We'll just have a quick look at this. So this is an embroidery, the embroidery screen. I could actually press the button and start stitching right now if I chose to. I must select the projector cone. And check this out, it's projecting. You see that red box around there? It's showing me right where that pattern is going to lay on my design. So this is a different way you can actually do precise positioning. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to drag this box. And as I drag it, it moves the hoop. Now, I can see right now that is lining up perfectly on top of those petals, these lines right here. And that's what I want. So that's yet a different way you can do positioning. That's not the camera. This also has a built-in camera. So I'm going to select OK on that. And now if I hit the camera icon up here, oops, that's a center one. There we go. And now that's how you can scan, just like I scanned the image in IQ. This is how you can scan it in embroidery to get the actual image of your quilt. Say you purchased some Dream Big designs, and if you did that, they come as an embroidery file, and you have nothing to do with IQ. You just do it all right here. So you can select Scan, and then OK. And now it's going to, just like in IQ, even though we're in embroidery now, it's going to pull the background image. It's going to scan it into the machine and pull the background image into embroidery stitch out, so we can see what our embroidery design looks like on our fabric before we press the Start button and start stitching. Okay. And there it is. Now I have that image with my new embroidery. Right here in the embroidery area, we're not in IQ now. It's showing that there's the previous stitching, and that even shows up. And I could do fine tuning here if I needed to, but you don't need to when you bring it in from IQ. It's already precisely in there. So that being said, I'm going to close that. And now all I have to do is press the Start button. My needle's threaded. I have a bobbin in. It's ready to go. I'm going to press the Start button. Oh, but first I want to bring my needle thread up, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold on to my needle thread. I'm going to come down here to the scissors and make sure I got my thread cutters on. They are. Click on OK. And now I'm going to go to needle plus and minus, minus and plus, and hit the +1. Now, when it moves from area to area, you have no control over this. So let me think here for a moment. I'm going to do this, but before I go there, this time I'm turning my jump stitch cutter off. Okay? I'm turning them both off because it will stitch out each leaf individually and then move to the next. I will manually trim the jump stitches on the back and front of this because I don't want all of those little knots back there. So I turned all of my thread cutters off. When you do more than one panel, it's wise to do that. But you can do whatever you're comfortable with as far as that goes. Now, I'm going to do needle down, needle up, and then I'm going to grab that bobbin thread. Oops. I'm going to grab that bobbin thread. My fingers will work. There we go. Did I get it? Nope, it's still under there. There we go. Hello there. Come out and play. Okay, so now I'm going to hold on to my bobbin thread right here, my bobbin and upper thread, and I'm going to press the start button. I'm just going to stitch all of that out. You can see right here, it was off just a little bit around that one edge. So when I come back, when I do the next, as I come out to this one here, I'm just going to put my edge right up on where it should have been, and where it overlaps, I'll use a busier pattern right here. And when it fills that in, it'll just blend out and away. It's all good. It'll be okay. You can see though down here, two outlines met right here, and that's what it looks like. And it does not, I think it looks good myself. And I was playing with the chain stitch and the candle wicking stitch as outline stitches.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to my dog.
And this is what an outline with the chain stitch in IQ looks like. Okay.
Huh.
And
Cool.
this is what a candle wicking stitch looks like done in IQ. And this would look good, but I think for it to look right, you'd have to do it around every single one if you were going to do this. So there's candle wicking around the petals, which I think looks pretty cool also, doesn't it?
That's pretty.
It is. I'm gonna take this one here that I don't have quite finished, because I can go back and add that to it after the fact just by tracing around them again. But I'm going to do one that has all candle wicking on the leaves because I think it'd really be pretty. I really like the candle wicking on it, but I love candle wicking. That's just me. And as you can see on these, this I use the thinner thread thickness because this was all done on the Solaris. So you can kind of see that. There we go. There we go. Whereas what I'm doing on this other panel, it all has, I'm using the thicker setting on the Solaris because it will exactly match what's on the Altair Meridian Destiny. Okay. Then on this one, and we'll see, I'll show you how to do this tomorrow. Once you get out to the edge, and you can, it's totally up to you how much of the petals around the edge that are cut off that you want to stitch. But I used, to fill it in for the background, I used stippling. Check this out. You can see here, stippling.
I like that.
And then I'm also going to show how to split up the leaves, take one of the big leaves, and put more than one design in it as well. We're going to learn how to do that tomorrow also. But here's an example of it. It's this one right here.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. So there's more than one way to do it. The only limit is your imagination.